Hi guys, Veno here and welcome to another 3 a.m. Ramblings with Veno. It's actually only about 2 o'clock-ish right now, but I thought I would do a 3 a.m. Ramblings with Veno because, as I said in the last one I did of these, people seem to enjoy these videos. I know Luke enjoys these videos, a really good mate of mine enjoys these videos quite a bit, so why not do another Ramblings with Veno? I actually do have a video that's on my phone, kind of an OTGV, that I recorded today. I was flying my DJI Mini 2 SE around the house with the prop guards on it and the landing gear on it, basically. And at one point I was flying it FPV style. And what flying it FPV style means is flying it without seeing it physically flying, essentially. So I flew at FPV, and I think at one point it got tangled up in the banister of the stairs, obviously, and just literally did a turtle, as it's probably called, often called, onto the ground. And either the impact of the turtle, as I'm going to call it, either the impact of the turtle caused it, or getting tangled up in banister caused it, but it broke one of the propellers on the prop guard. So I decided to do a little video on it about doing pre-flight and post-flight checks on that one. The only problem with it is my operator ID is on the top of the drone, because it has to be here in the UK. So I'm going to have to find a way of blurring that out, because I don't really want, a form of identification on the internet just in case. I'm sure nobody can really look it up unless they've got access to specific systems, but you don't know what people do have access to. So it's probably best just to blur it out, and then no one can look it up. But yeah, that video will be out soon. At some point I was actually having some good fun flying around the house with my DJI Mini 2 SE. And actually, on that note, there could be some more drone content coming very soon. So the seller who is actually interested in my TBS Mumbo controller has actually posted to Facebook Marketplace. He's posted a whole host of FPV drone stuff. Basically, I'm just going to swap that notification away. He's posted a whole load of FPV drone stuff. He's posted a big old kit, basically, with 2 drones in it, a controller, a load of batteries, goggles, the whole 9 yards, basically. The Fat Shark Dominator V3 goggles, and 2 quads. One is a TBS Vendetta, and one, I'm not really sure what the other one is. I know that the TBS Vendetta still goes for about £255 if you were to buy one now. I don't know if that's brand new, because all the listings I found were on eBay, so take that with a pinch of salt. But the TBS Vendetta is still worth £255 from what I can work out. The goggles, he claims, are worth about £200 on the second-hand market. Brand new, they're £225. So I'm a little bit hesitant to believe that they are £200 on the second-hand market. But, having said that, it is what it is. At the end of the day, he could be right, he could be wrong. Who knows on that one. He also has a rapid fire module that basically takes the two, what's it called? My brain's not working right now. Takes the 2 images from the goggle, blends them together into one image. Not really sure what that's for, but that's worth £162 brand new, apparently. So, There is some value there, but there is one very, very big but. I'm working my way towards that very, very big but. It's all very old hardware. So I'm part of a group called the Grey Arrows Drone Club. Grey Arrows Drone Club. And I'm also on a Discord with some of these individuals as well. And I posted, one of the people on the server suggested that I post onto the forum that I'm thinking of buying this lot and whether it's worth it or not. And quite a few people are saying it's old stuff. Now, they're not really saying it's not worth that. It's more that they're saying that it's old stuff and either newer stuff can be bought for the same price or I'm not really sure what else they're saying, to be honest. They're just saying that it's old stuff. I think one of them did say that it could be hard to get hold of spare parts for some of the stuff because it's so old nowadays. I mean, the goggles themselves are about 6 years old at this point. But having said that, one of the YouTubers that I like to watch, Captain Drone, he uses goggles that are like 7 years, 8 years old, and still uses them nowadays. The controller does look a little bit old, and some of the stuff does look a bit old, and some people are sort of thinking that maybe it's a bit older, on the older side, and that's maybe spare parts are a bit hard to get hold of. Yeah. So, some people are saying that's a bit old, but we'll see. The guy's looking for quite a bit of money for all of it. Either I might be able to get him down a bit further, or have a little chat with him and say, some people think what you're selling here is a little bit pricey, and where we go from there. Or I'll decide just to not buy it, or whatever I decide to do. We'll see. I've been wanting to buy a kit that I know works together, because one thing I will say, getting into the FPV drone hobby, is it's very impenetrable, in my opinion. It's really hard to get into. There's so much stuff you need to know, learn, understand. There's so many elements, because I think I've said this in a video before. It's not just getting into the drone hobby. It's getting into the RC hobby, the remote control hobby, essentially, which is a deeper dive than just getting into drones, essentially. Because when you buy a DJI drone, you know it's going to work. You know that when you get it out of the box, you turn the controller on, you plug in your phone, or if it's the version 3 controller, you've got the screen built in, you turn on the drone, they sync up, and the app walks you through everything. Whereas when it comes to FPV drones, it's far more, you need to know that it all works, that it's all compatible. It's all up to you, basically. It's not the drone or the app walking you through the process. It's you knowing that you've got the right transmitter in the controller, the right receiver in the drone, and then vice versa for the goggles to be able to see what you're doing when you go flying. You need to make sure you've got the right batteries. You've got to make sure you've got the right capacity and size batteries for the motors on the actual on the actual drones. You've got to make sure that you've got the right flight controller. Oh, it's a lot. So having something that I know just all works because somebody has used it before and it all works would be a massive weight off the shoulders. But is the fact that it's all old going to bite me in the arse later on, because it's hard to replace parts and stuff like that. I don't know, but we shall see, guys. We shall see if I do decide to go forward with that idea. If I do, I'm going to have to cancel a pre-order. I'm going to have to tell the person I was going to be buying those wrestling DVDs from. I'm going to have to let them know that I won't be getting those DVDs anymore. We'll see. And I'll probably be using my birthday money towards getting this drone. We shall see. I'll do some more research and we'll go from there. But I thought I'd just record a little 3 a.m. ramblings with Veno, in the morning with Veno, whatever I call this. I'm going to call this a dumb series. People seem to enjoy it, but to me, I don't know. It just seems a bit odd in some ways. Anyway, take care, guys.